Thank you. It is an honor to stand here on behalf of the 200 exonerees and to accept this award on behalf of all of them. I'm proud of the work and the accomplishments by the Innocence Project, and I look back and I think about the two men, Mr. Peter Newfield and Mr. Barry Scheck. Who had a vision and saw where there were inadequacies in our justice system and took it upon their shoulders to say, we can make a difference. We can make a change. And through their efforts, the Innocence Project was formed. And through the Innocence Project, many of us, such as myself and the exonerees here today, have been given a second chance at life. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Peter, on behalf of myself and all the 200 exonerees. Thank you, the staff, the attorneys, and the students, everybody who's worked hard. And thank everybody who's ever been a part of contributing, either by financial or by just an effort in which they came and they donated the time. I and all the rest of us want to say thank you. I look back over the years of my incarceration and the things that I felt. Many of us here in this room felt that we're incarcerated. The frustrations, the emotional turmoil, the feelings of the emotional problems that we had to deal with. Some of us went through emotional abuse. Some of us went through physical abuse. Some of us were labeled sexual offenders, the worst crime that you could be labeled in a penitentiary. So who do you talk to? A lot of us turned within ourselves. A lot of us raged out in anger. There were a lot of emotions that went forth. But not only were we incarcerated, but during this time of incarceration, not only were we, but our families were suffering. Our families were incarcerated at the same time. Some of us had children that grew up while we were in prison. Some of us lost family members while we were in prison. Parents, fathers, the birthdays that we couldn't be at. All these years, and you just sit there and you wonder, and you say, why? You feel like you're just wasting away. But yet, you try to hang on to this little flicker of hope that one day, the truth will set you free. And that's what we did for all those years. We never gave up. We held on to that little flicker of hope. And we just held on, and we held on. Right now, I'd just like to acknowledge the family members, all the family members of the exonerees. They may not be here, but I want to acknowledge them anyway, to say thank you for the love, the support, and all that they've done. As Peter introduced my family, you look out and you see my family was there. My father, my sister, who stuck by me all the way through and were there when I walked out the doors. And now, thanks to the Innocence Project, my new family, my wife, Sabrina, stand up, Sabrina. And my daughter, Brianna. Today, as I stand here representing all exonerees across the nation and all the accomplishments of the Innocence Project, I stand not just for us, but for the many who are still in prison and for the innocent who will be freed in the future. It's through the continuous commitment of the Innocence Project and through this continuous commitment that others will be set free, that others will be given the same opportunity that we have. Sure, the journey wasn't easy. Sure, the journey was hard. But when we look back, we can say we made it. We made it. The gentlemen right here, the exonerees, some 15, 16, 10, 25, 30, all types of range of years. We made it.